it'll stay upright for you. Well, he took that and he went all around. Well, anyway, he said one day some of his buddies and he were there, and he said, yes, we were in one of the saloons. He said they finally conned him into taking that sidecar off, see if he could ride it. So sure enough, he took it off. He said he got on it. He gave it a kick start and climbed on it. Went zooming off, and when he did, he was used to it taking all the gas, but it takes to handle two vehicles. He put that into one vehicle, and he said the thing took off like a scrappy egg. And when he did, he said he went straight over a lumber pile. There was a lumber pile there, and he said when he did, that's when he wound up in the hospital.
Oh my!
And if you remember, Dad had a bad back.
Yeah.
It was caused by that. He broke his back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'll swan.
The vertebrae are shaped like this, you know.
Yeah.
They have like a ball and socket joint. One of those tips of the ball or the socket was broken off. I carried him off the golf course a time or two.
Well, now Andy has broken his back. We don't know when it happened. It happened as a kid, I guess. And he's had to have 2 surgeries, and he's in a great deal of pain. However, he's got a doctor that really knows how to take care of him, and he does. And I said, at least that Josie hadn't had any help with his. His legs were hurting all the time. But Andy, we went for the first 2 surgeries, and after that, the doctor said he felt like he could take care of him with his medication. So Andy takes medication. If he's in a car all day driving, and he said most of the time he can take care of it, and he goes home, he's hurting, he takes a shower and goes to bed and takes a pill. And he said so far it's all working out fine, you know. But I'm just so surprised that Daddy's was broken and he never had to have surgery again. I think that's wonderful.
It's what had happened.
Yeah.
Remember, this is 1918.
Yeah.
And they didn't go carving around when you're backing up.
Yeah, I know that. And I said, but he was still able to get up and do things.
Oh yeah.
Always. So.
He was broken, yes. How badly it was broken, I don't know.
Yeah.
How big a piece of it broke off, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do know this much, that he would sometimes be in excruciating pain, and this is early in the game, and he liked to play golf, and for a while I played golf with him.
Yeah.
And on 2 or 3 occasions, I helped him get off the golf course.
Is that right?
Because he was hurting so bad. But
and you did some caddying for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, and you got sick and tired of that, because all you could do was walk around. You really couldn't do that much.
Yeah, well, he taught me a little bit, and we'd go out there on times when the course wasn't crowded.
Yeah.
And I'd play a short round or something like that. I never got to really playing golf.
Yeah.
When I moved here, the local golf club, or one of the local golf clubs, put on a program where you could go and polish up your skills.
Yeah.
And actually, you could start from scratch if you wanted to. And they had a teacher there that would teach you what you needed to know. And I went to for several weeks, and I was getting good enough that I could have gone back out on the course.
Right.
And not obstruct traffic.
Yeah.
I was concerned about not being good enough, and I would obstruct traffic.
Sure.
And I was getting good enough. And I don't know, that may have been when I met Joan or something or whatever. And I quit fooling around.
Yeah.
What year did you meet Joan?
Huh?
What year did you meet Joan?
Now, he asked you an awful darn hard question.
It would have been 54, 55.
Okay.
Somewhere along in there.
I was going to say, I was married in 48, and I had been married 6 years when you married her.
Oh.
48 plus 6, 54, okay.
54. There you go. That's right. That's right.
Diane was born in 50.
Listen, I'll tell you one about the golf course, and then we've got to go. Mom and Daddy drive out to Fitzsimmons, and we lived across the street from the golf course. And Daddy would always get out in the afternoon and walk. Well, we lived so close to the golf course that he'd go over there and watch the other men, you know, take off and all this. And he was sitting there one day, and someone came up and said, "I don't believe I've met you. I'm Colonel so-and-so." And Daddy looked at him and said, "Well, I'm Colonel Gamble." And they called him Colonel Gamble from then on. He had said Carl Gamble, but they didn't understand him. And so he was Colonel Gamble. And we lived there 3 years, and he had people calling him Colonel Gamble all the time. I said, that's the kind of stuff he would have done. He always did have a good joke for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's until he got depressed, and you and I've talked about that so much. I've often wondered, you know, what caused him to be so depressed. Unless it was the bank, that's all that I can figure.
It could very well be. Things did not go well at the bank.
After a certain age, it kind of went bloop like that.
Also, they changed the way they did things.
Yes. And I think they kind of cheated him out of some of it, and I think he realized it.
Yeah, well, he never got along. Arthur Bailey was the manager down there at the bank, and Dad and Mr. Bailey never got along.
Never got along.
In between them was the assistant manager, or the what have you, was a guy named Victor Clark.
And then there was John Calhoun.
John Calhoun was in there. Calhoun was about Dad's level, and Clark was a notch up. I believe I've got him right.
Yeah.
I could be wrong with it. And Dad and Clark never got along too well.
Yeah. But I always felt like that he'd kind of gotten. Well, however, those girls that worked for him, they loved him to death.
Worshiped the ground he walked on.
I know, and I never will forget when he died. I went up there one morning to Mama's house, and she said, "Would you please go in the living room? All those girls," she said, "I don't know one of them," and she said, "I'm dead tired talking." She'd been up since about 8 o'clock, and they started coming to visit, you know, and she stayed on her feet until I got there about 10 o'clock. And I know there was 20 girls sitting in the living room, and every one of them just worshipped him to death. All they could do was talk about Mr. Gamble. And Mama was in the kitchen drinking coffee. She said, "I can't take it anymore. I'm so worn out. I don't know what."
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, she said, and every day until the funeral, every day that house was full of those girls.
Oh yeah.
They were so sweet.
Yeah.
Joe, we've got to go, sweet man.
Okay.
What are you going to run off for?
Okay.
Well, I felt like that you were getting tired.